and the omnibus. So I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on. I'm awash with the stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavour show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of the UK's second-largest city, Birmingham.
You're listening to Sunday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
Rochelle?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, you can't get through there.
Sorry, Freddie. I was wanting the canteen.
Yeah, it's the other way.
It's cold in that packing room.
Yeah, it's cold in most places here.
Yeah. It's my break now, so I was just...
Hoping to warm up?
That's right.
Yeah, no, this goes through to the lairage.
Oh, right. Oh, that's where the animals are kept?
Yep, before slaughter, yeah. Well remembered.
Thanks.
But it is one of our restricted areas.
Ah, I get it.
Yeah, only staff with a reason to be in there can access it.
That's why my pass wouldn't work.
Exactly. I'm actually on my way to get some lunch now, as it happens.
Are you?
So if you like, I can show you the way.
Oh, my hero.
Yeah, this place is a complete maze. It took me quite a while to get used to it.
I bet. But I will get it sorted in my mind soon.
I'm sure you will.
In fact...
Yeah?
Is there some sort of floor plan I could take a look at?
First of the day.
Always the best.
Oh, aye. Even though it's Sunday, I'm not going to go mad, mind.
Oh, as if.
Tracy's at Nets later, so I'm cooking the tea.
Nets? On a Sunday?
Aye.
What, as well as midweek or instead?
As well as.
Oh, Freddie and Lily are cracking the whip.
First match in the new division next weekend.
Oh, aye, Jazzer. I'm well aware of that.
We're pushing for maximum commitment.
I suppose if the season had started, everyone would be turning out today to play.
That's the thinking, so I'm told.
I was disappointed losing my place in the squad, but... to be fair, I'd have found it very hard to keep up with this sort of training schedule.
We need you here, Jolene. Dishing out the pints and the good cheer.
Well, nice to be appreciated, I guess. So what you planning to cook? Casserole? Roast and all the trimmings?
Nachos.
For Sunday dinner?
Oh, big pile of tortilla chips. Tin of chilli.
Tin?
Couple of jars of toppings. Bit of cheese.
Oh, what's Bert going to think of that?
You know what he's given.
Okay.
That was inconvenient. The Shire's going off just as we started to serve.
Well, I don't know. Better now than when it really gets busy.
Oh, yeah. You make a fair point, as usual, my sweet.
Yeah.
What a creep.
Do you want to hear some bad news?
Oh, not really.
You know Edgeley Morris are meant to be dancing on the green next week. Easter Sunday.
Meant to be.
Yeah, they've cancelled. They got a nasty stomach bug.
All of them?
Oh, apparently. It's run right through the old side.
I'll bet it is.
Oh, Jazzer.
Is that it?
What?
Oh, bad news.
No great loss anyhow.
I mean, there's plenty of other stuff going on.
Soppy English pastime.
The egg hunt, egg rolling.
No.
Oh, lots to bring the punters in.
No, it's not that. Oh, they were booked in here afterwards.
Were they?
Yeah, for Easter Sunday lunch.
How many of them?
Well, all the dancers, 3 musicians, friends and family.
I didn't realise.
Oh, that's how I even know about it. Their squire rang to cancel, very apologetic. He sounded dreadful, but he wanted to give us as much notice as possible.
So, how many covers are we talking?
Over 30.
Yeah. Fair enough, that is bad news.
Yeah, on a day we're usually full to bursting.
No great look either. Half empty on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, thanks, Jazza.
Yeah, so we've got a week to drum up a pile of trade.
Hi, if you are tired of constantly replacing your cookware due to wear and tear, then I've got to show you this 3-quart enameled cast iron Dutch oven pot. This comes with a lid, and look at that color. It comes in 2 colors. You can get the red or blue, and it comes in 3 sizes. The sizes are the 3-quart, 4.5, and 6. And check out this silicone accessories. So cool. This versatile pot is oven safe up to 500 Fahrenheit and can be used on the stovetop, making it perfect for all of your cooking needs. Cleaning up is a breeze too. Just a quick wash with the warm soapy water and a sponge, and the cookware will look like new. And the best part, with proper care, it will last a lifetime. So don't settle for anything less than the best. Upgrade your kitchen game with this cookware today. I love it, and I would definitely recommend it.
So, how did you come to be working in an abattoir then?
Of all places.
No, well, I sort of. I hope you don't mind us saying, but it's not the sort of place I'd expect to find a fella, you know, like you.
A posh boy, you mean?
Oh, if you want to put it like that, Freddie.
Don't worry, plenty of people have. And I do know what you mean. It's actually all down to Vince. My life, well, there was a time when things weren't exactly going to plan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got myself in a real hole, entirely of my own making. Most employers wouldn't have given me the time of day, let alone a job.
Sounds serious?
Well, it was, Rochelle. But despite that, Vince thought I had something to offer.
And he gave you a chance.
For which I'll be forever grateful. It hasn't always been easy here, but I've tried to do my best, and I hope I've justified his faith.
Sounds familiar. Vince gave me a chance too, and that's not always been the story of my life.
No?
Maybe you and I are more alike than we seem.
Maybe. Although, look, don't get me wrong, I do know just how privileged I am. You know, no matter how bad things have been, I've always had a lot to fall back on.
That must be nice.
I'm actually very lucky.
Freddie,
Yes?
you know Vince gave us those leaflets about training to become one of the boners? Do you think I could spend some time in there with them, observing, like? Or get more of a feel for what the job involves. In my own time, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible.
But?
Well, it's maybe a bit early. You know, you're only still in your first week.
I know, but I really...
Give it a month or so, and then, you know, if you're still interested, come and talk to me again about it.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, it's great that you're so keen to advance.
Oh, I am. Yeah. If I can get some decent money coming in, I could get my own place with spare bedrooms so the kids could come and stay.
Yeah, I can see why you'd want that.
Get out from me mum's.
Which I have noticeably failed to do.
Oh, you're a lot younger than me, Freddie. But I don't like having to rely on her at my age.
Well, like I say, in a few weeks' time.
Sure.
Yeah. I better get back to the office.
No, thanks for the chat.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll see you at Net's.
Oh, I'll be there. Strangely enough, my hours today fit in perfectly with the session.
How convenient.
Isn't it? Of course, it's a complete coincidence that my boss is also the cricket captain.
Could we maybe get on local radio?
Advertise, you mean?
No, I was thinking for free. Get interviewed about something.
Like what?
I don't know. Easter traditions? And then we could slip in a mention of our famous Easter Sunday lamb roast.
Yeah, which they'd cut out because it's an obvious shameless plug.
Not if it was a live interview.
Yeah, but why should Radio Borsetshire talk to us about Easter traditions, huh? I mean, they go to a local history bod, not a publican.
Yeah, I guess so.
Why not just keep it simple? Offer a big discount.
What?
On the dinners.
No.
People love a bargain. Especially nowadays when they're counting the pennies.
Look, we want to be making a decent profit, not just covering our costs.
And Easter Sunday is one of our golden days.
Yeah, it's like Valentine's and Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's when we make the money that sees us through the wet Wednesdays when it's just Derek Fletcher and his dominoes in here.
We need to be selling everything at full price.
And I can just imagine what Fallon would say.
Oh, yeah. I mean, our food's so good, we shouldn't have to discount it to get people in.
OK, fair enough. I withdraw my suggestion.
No. What we need is some sort of added attraction. An extra reason for people to turn out and book a meal.
Oh, of course.
What?
I've got it.
Okay, I'm going to aim this one to bounce further away from you. So that'll be the...
Backward defensive.
Exactly.
Yeah, which means I'll need to lift the bat more.
Yeah, because of the higher bounce. But still straight up and down.
I got it, Freddie.
Oh, and don't forget the little step back.
Uh-huh.
Ready?
Go on then.
That was excellent, Rochelle. You got your front elbow nice and high that time, and you see, by not following through...
It just sort of kills it.
Yeah, and obviously, that means it's not a scoring shot.
When we played at school, it was all pretty basic, but I'm starting to see the subtleties now.
Yeah, and obviously it's important to have a good repertoire of strokes and develop good technique, but the real challenge is analysing the flight of the ball so you can use the right stroke in response.
Easier said than done.
Well, indeed, yeah. Every delivery is different, and you usually have less than a second to make up your mind.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, you've made really good progress already. I mean, if you play and practice regularly, it'll start to become instinctive.
I reckon I owe you a drink, Freddie. We are going to the pub after.
Well, I think we all deserve it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all gone through. We'll bring the food over as soon as it's ready. Where the heck have you been?
Yeah, I'm sorry, love. It took a bit longer than I expected.
A bit? What have you got there?
A load of old bells.
A load of old summer.
You know, the sort that Morris dancers strap round their ankles.
Kenton.
This is how we're going to save Easter Sunday.
Where do you want these?
Oh, I'll take them, Rochelle. Thanks. You guys arrived just in time.
Happy to help.
Yeah. I wish someone would tell me what's going on.
The Bull is going to offer a Morris dancing experience.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I borrowed all this gear from the Ashley side.
Sorry, I dropped them. They rolled all over the carpet.
Oh, no worries. I expect they get a lot of punishment.
Oh, Kenton!
Experiences are all the rage nowadays.
He's right.
Especially with the youngsters, Gen Z, aren't they?
Well, it's Gen Z, really.
Sorry?
But yes, people want to put away their screens.
Yeah, exactly. Take part in something real. And they pay good money too.
Yeah. How are we going to organise a Morris dance?
Could you take those sticks from Freddie then?
There you go. There you go. Oh, careful.
What am I meant to do with these?
Well, let's just pop them in the storeroom for now. Yeah? Come on.
I'll be with you in a minute.
No rush. So, what can I get you?
Ooh, well, are you sure?
Aye, that's it. It's the least I can do after all the time you've put into coaching us.
Oh, well, we'll see next Sunday if my teaching is actually worth anything. But you're obviously keen to do well.
I am.
Yeah, just like at work. Hopefully you won't be in packing for too long.
Fantastic.
So, we can charge a packet to include Easter Sunday lunch and fill all those vacant covers.
Have you ever done any Morris dancing?
Well, no.
Yeah. So, how are you going to teach the punters to dance if you ain't got a clue yourself?
I've thought of that.
If this experience is no good, they're going to want their money back. And you know they'll go straight on social media slagging us off.
Look, you've run plenty of barn dances, haven't you?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Not to mention all that line dancing.
No. That's country dancing. I know as much about Morris dancing as you do.
Well, how different can it be?
I'll be too busy with the egg hunt and the egg rolling.
Jolene.
Not to mention the small task of running a busy pub.
But you're the ideal person.
In your dreams, Kenton. If we're going to do this, you'll have to find someone who knows what they're talking about.
Love.
Because it ain't going to be me.
So what do you do?
I do the spot effects on the arches. Any
Are you what we
movements
call Foley then?
kind of, yep.
Okay. And these are all part of the paraphernalia of production?
Yep, that's the bull bar. That's,
this one?
Yep, that's...
Actually mine, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline. I think the Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community at whatever